Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Jay Ebony. In this video, I'm just going to chat a little because this is a little different than things that I have normally done. I normally just share random stuff like from my TikToks or things like that. But I wanted to create a page and actually, well, not create a page, but like a feel on my YouTube channel where I'm actually going somewhere with it, like being intentional rather. So I really hope that you all like it and this continues and you can give me any thoughts or feedback or things that you like to talk about. I am really big on lifestyle, like let's say wellness, all around wellness, mental health, well-being, spiritual, physical, mental, did I say mental? Mental, spiritual, physical, all types of wellness. And then whatever wellness looks like for me. And wellness may look like other things for other people. So for me, it has to do with my self-care routines, so I will be talking about a lot of tips and tricks. I also think that for me, self-care has a lot to do with food. Like I am obsessed with food. I love food. I love to eat. So I like to, and I always say I'm not a cook, but I can follow a damn recipe like nobody's business. So I can't come up with stuff from scratch, but I can follow a recipe. Unless it's something that I've made enough, I'm not going to be able to do it like off the tip. Unless it's some random stuff, which I have done too, but I like to follow recipes and I follow them good. So I am going to continue sharing like funny random shorts and videos and things like that, but I also am going to start providing more long form content. So I hope you all like it. I also want to share some recipes with you. I follow a lot of my recipes from Pinterest or TikTok. So a lot of times, how when you see a recipe and you want to see somebody else do it, like you may not want to commit to it just yet, but you want to see someone else do it. I will pick some recipes from Pinterest and TikTok or wherever I happen to see one that I want to try, and I will always link them and I'll let you know how it turns out for me, like how well I did it, so you don't have to do it, right? So I'm going to be doing that too. I also have a podcast that I started recently. You can find it on Apple and on Spotify and pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts. It's called Black Girl Infinite Allure. We also have the YouTube channel for that as well if you want to listen to those podcasts. I don't have video on there right now. It's just the audio on YouTube. I am going to be doing that soon as well. So a lot of the stuff I talk about may be some of the wellness topics that have been ideas that I received, and I will go into more depth in the podcast. I also have a blog, Infinite Allure Substack. And I will, if you need any of that information, I should be able to link it down below. I'm new to all this, so I'm figuring it all out. Y'all gonna figure it out with me. So a lot of the stuff we talk about, if I have a blog and or a podcast episode to link y'all to for more in-depth, you can definitely do that. I will let you know. So I think that's it for now. But one thing that and also don't mind my background. If it looks like I'm in a kid's room, it's because I am. I'm in my daughter's room. This is where I have some peace and quiet right now. She's not here. So it's crazy right now. I'm working on a whole nother space. But this is what I have. And I wanted to talk about long commutes. I don't know about anybody else, but I know that I have a long commute. to work. And when I say long commute, I don't mean just work. It could mean like, I don't know, anything that you may do regularly that's a long commute, or even a trip that you have coming up. My commute is about 2 hours. 2 hours there and 2 hours back on the days that I am in office, because I live in Rhode Island right now and I work in Connecticut. So I was born and raised in Connecticut and been living in Rhode Island for about almost 3 years. And I still work in Connecticut because, all things considered, it was still worth it to stay at my job. So it's about 2 hours there, 2 hours back, if I gotta drop my daughter off, traffic or whatever. But that commute, and it's nothing to me really, because I've always had long commutes my whole life. I don't know why. It's just been like that. So I'm saying that because even with those long commutes, there are ways that you can utilize those long commutes to make it worth your while, I guess. And I wanted to explore that because I never really thought about it. Like, I think about the ways that I use my long commute and things that I can do during that time, because it helps me to kind of lessen the blow of the long commute. So that might be the time that I'm listening to my audiobooks or podcasts, or the time that I'm meditating or I'm listening to my affirmations. I have a whole routine. So I make this long commute really work for me. So I'm not just sitting in there. Sometimes every once in a while I just want to listen to music, but then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cut that off because I could be listening to my book, because I do like to review books on my podcast and things like that. I could be listening to my podcast. I'm always learning new things, whether it's finances or, and then I'll switch it up to listening to a story. So I like to switch it up. I have a variety, but I'm curious if anyone has a long commute, what is it that you do on your long commute, and how do you make it I can't think of the word I'm looking for. How do you make it worth it? What is it that you do that you can do, or are you looking for tips and ideas on it? So I actually am going to be writing a blog on this on my Substack, and I'm going to be talking about different tips and tricks, just some bullet point ideas, and then I am going to record my podcast episode that should be coming out this week. I will be sure to let y'all know, and I'm going to go more in depth in some tips and tricks on that. And yeah, so I don't know. I'm excited about this journey because I've been wanting to be more active with my YouTube channel for a long time. Like, for those subscribers that are here, I really appreciate you. And I am glad that you are here, because I was not consistent. I was like, there'll be times that I'll go through, a time of posting, and then I stop. But it wasn't really anything specific. It was just like random videos, like my TikToks and stuff like that. But I'm like, all right, I'm going to really get to y'all and really talk about some things. And I want to build a community and, of girlies, or, whoever wants to listen and wants to talk, and we can share our tips and our ideas and our thoughts, and just have a space where we can talk and converse and send out different ideas and thoughts, bouncing them off each other's heads. There's just like a large category of things that I want to do with y'all. So I really hope that you all are well and receiving this message well, and that you will be willing to follow me along this journey of self-love, self-care, and we're just going to be talking about whatever feels right. Sometimes it might be in a little video like today where I'm just going on, and I'm just trying to get more comfortable with this. So I appreciate you all, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye. Also, y'all, please do not forget forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to follow this journey and be a part of it, okay? Bye, guys.